A little bit shy of 9. I am flying first thing in the morning, so I had to, this is going to be a extremely short stream, but I want to hang out with you guys. Check out some of these new building plans. I think we're going to go, I don't know, maybe an hour. Uh-oh, what are we building already? What do we got? What do we got? Check post by unknown. Not what we want. We want a new thing. Let's find the first new one. Welcome, folks. Oh, stuff's still registering, so we got to give it some time. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right, or if I got to fix all my audio as usual. Nick, what are you doing?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Talk?
Hey, Valentine.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Yeah, we're not talking about that right now. Sure.
Still searching for him.
Just let me know.
Hey.
Do something for you?
Yeah, dismiss.
I think we ought to part ways, Nick.
Good call. You change your mind, though, you come find me.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Welcome, everybody. Let's see if we can send him here. Where are we at? We're at Sanctuary. Yes, we can. Cool. Nick Valentine's going to Sanctuary Hills. And he made it. He's so fast. Hello, Kiss Daddy. Hello, Core Saint.
Yes.
Let's see here. All right, actually, you know what? I got to bring up audio's fine. Thank you, Yagi. I should figure out what everybody actually built. So let's see. We've got Gwen's the name with a 3x3. Let's see. Gavman's got a 2x2. Okay, Gavman should be here. Reyna I'm a little concerned with, because Reyna's did not have any meshes or BA2s with it, so hopefully it's just an interior. Let's see. Nope, 2x2 recreational, so guessing there's either something wrong or they didn't do I guess they could have done it without NIF files. I guess that's possible. Could have just done the static collections. It'll technically work, just won't have a nav mesh. Let's see here. So it looks like we need, okay, we definitely need a recreational. What do we got here? Mess hall from Ruined World. That's going to be recreational. Let me separate these. I'm going to start organizing my tabs. I got another, I'll actually post, what I should do is update the description and post all these links for you guys. Let's see. Blade Killer has a 3x3. Okay, we got a couple of 3x3s here. I'm going to just start by separating by martial and recreational here. Let's see here. Got Yagi's, which is internal watchtower. Oh, that's interesting. So you can put it up high or something. Oh, I guess I'm looking at the design now. It's like computers and stuff. That's a good idea. All right, so we got martial but interior. Alright, what does Murmuracne have? Marshall, okay. And then we've got Tenuvia, who's got, I think, a medical, so that's Marshall. Get you over here. It's mostly Marshall, which makes sense. I think most of the options were Marshall, so. Watchtower from Pra, that's Marshall. And who's our last person? Erica, medical. So that is what size? 3x3. We got a lot of 3x3s, 2x2s, mostly Marshall. Okay, cool. All right, let me shrink this down again. I'm gonna try and do them like in order. I've got these tabs because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna miss somebody's. I'm gonna feel real bad. I want to show them all off if I can. I think somebody told me. I think Merms is like the offsets are wrong on it, so it goes underneath the plot. So we might have to build it up in the sky to see it. Alright, so I'm just going to go by the order I have the tabs open. So I have Gwen's the name first, which looks like it is a 3x3. So let's build a 3x3 Marshall. Marshall. 3x3. Alright, let's just grab this. I'm going to use this as my like viewing platform over here to scope these out. Come on, move. Thank you. Oh, I guess I can do the flat one over here if I let this stuff clear out. It's I don't know why I thought we could do a 4x4. The 3x3 barely fits across the screen. Look how big this is. It cut like it's over the edge of the screen. It's crazy. 4x4 would have just been ridiculous. We tried. We experimented with it, but No dice. Oops. Where's my chat windows? Nope, not that one. One chat window. This is going to get obnoxious with the... I need my third monitor on this setup to do this. Alright, let's see if any of these are showing up yet. 4x4, that was the goal, Choo Choo, but it's not happening. So we're doing something different. Okay, so we're not getting the registrations. So this can happen. I don't know what causes this, because like I can never replicate it if I do like a test plugin. I think it has something to do with when more than one new add-on pack is installed, this happens. They all just like conflict with each other. So what I found to do is if you just save the game and reload it, it seems to sort itself out. So save Plotapalooza investigation. And let's load this up. But yeah, wonders are definitely still on our internal roadmap to get to, because I think that that's like the natural final point here. I think the only thing I think we're gonna end up missing in the long term from like my 4X dreams is diplomacy, and like that would probably be the focus of a chapter 4 if we ever did it. It's like that would be like one of the primary mechanics, because I feel like having like peaceful negotiations, I think, is the only thing we're lacking. So we'll have plenty of war options by the end of this. All right, this is definitely building something interesting. What do we got here? Choose building plan. No, still doing that one. Okay, we're just gonna be patient. We'll let all the building plans update. If it doesn't happen in a couple of minutes, I can run a console command to force it. So we'll just chill for a moment. Nick Carter, how long will your vacation be? 1 week. I actually thought one of the reasons that I'm streaming tonight, because I think I told you guys last week it was going to be, I'm either going to stream today or next week. Well, it turns out I had my vacation dates wrong, and I'm actually not going to be back until the 28th. So I wouldn't be here. I'm not even going to be here on the 27th, and you do not want to hear the microphone on my laptop. It is abysmal. Not only that, but the streaming would just be awful. I'd have to run it at like I don't know, like definitely not 1080. I don't know like 720, like not even 7, because what is 720, like 1440p? I'd have to go whatever's below that. Is that even possible? I'm gonna have to go like 4:3 standard def TV. That's how I'm gonna have to stream. And I don't want to go 2 weeks without streaming. That's no fun. Chapter 4, everything confirmed. Yeah, choose you, everything confirmed. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, we're going to do... So we have a little thing here. SS2 main. Update. Add-ons. Is it true or false? I can't remember which. We'll just try that. Let's see what happens. I can't remember if I'm supposed to send true or false to that command. Is that Terrence Vincent, my real-life friend, stalking in my chat? How's it going, man? There's very few people, IRL, who I talk to about sim settlements, and they have any idea what I'm talking about. Terrence is not one of them either, but he was interested in what we're doing over here. Short, you're catching me on a short stream. Wednesdays are usually, this is just my night. This is what I do for my evening. Today we're just gonna do a little showcase of our game jam we did. Show everybody's work off. KG PowerPoint laptop stream. Yeah, that's pretty much what it would be. It'd be a slideshow for sure. Funny you mentioned that. I actually have to make a PowerPoint while I'm on vacation, because when I come back, what I like and I don't know if is anybody on the team in chat, when I do those PowerPoint presentations, do they make you guys cringe, or do they get you hyped for the next development cycle? I actually don't know. I've never actually asked any of them for the feedback. I just enjoy doing it because it helps organize my thoughts. helps get, it's more visually pleasing than me sending them a bullet point list of like, here's what we're aiming to do for patch X. All right, let's try this again. If this doesn't work now, I'm going to be in trouble here. Uh-oh. All right, let's try our luck with a 2x2 again, or an into. I'll try a couple different plot types and see if anything is registering. I guess I should also check and make sure that all these mods are actually loaded. I did not actually do that. I manually put them in my plugins. Into my plugins.txt. I just assumed that they were working. All right, and this one, he's going to need a little bit of wall action. All right, come on, floor. Snap, snap. All right, they get one floor today. That's fine. They'll survive. I guess nothing wants to snap. Oh, no, not on that side. We want it right here. We want it right here. Oh, surface snap. You come off. Yeah, we're gonna have to eyeball this one. That's the best you guys get. Oh, oh, and that is definitely the default. I recognize that little that plaque. Oh, you know, let's flip this guy around. Let's try this. There we go. All right, let's try activating the sensor here. It's gonna be a little floaty, but that's okay. We're just trying to find out if these add-on packs are actually loading. Mod 142 nuke launching plot. Yeah, nope, not quite yet. Okay, yeah, nothing seems to be loading. All right, let's check our. Well, let's save again, and we'll check our mod screen and make sure that. I can also try running the command with false and see if that helps. Let's check our mod screen and make sure that all these plugins loaded. I would not be shocked if I accidentally put them in my test directory instead of in my play directory. Look at all this junk I've got. Wasteland Reconstruction Kit. Oh yeah, here we go. They're all here. So they're definitely loading. So let's try the command with false instead of true, because I don't have it written down. Let's see if that helps anything. Nuke launching plot. So the nuke launching stuff, I haven't decided how exactly I'm going to do it, but it's coming. It's coming, baby. I've been promising it to you guys for like 2 years. It's coming. You have friends in real life, Cisco's daddy. I know it's rare. It's rare that I find the time to maintain friendships. You guys have become my people. The obsession of chasing game dev. It is hard to do and maintain a normal social life. I'd appreciate your PowerPoints if your team did, but I'm not joining your team. Fair. Yeah, I like to put together a PowerPoint. Like, here's the features that we're aiming for the next big mega patch. Get everybody on the same page. Do some visuals. All right, we're gonna try. Let me get a second. Let's go to our little standby guy here. Where's it at? All right, give me a second. Let me exit the game and reload and see if we get any better luck that way. This is one of those bugs that is going to be like the Jake no-show bug, where it goes on and on for a year with everybody reporting it, and then somebody's finally going to isolate it for me, and we'll finally kill the bastard. Yagi, I found one of your PowerPoint shows I saw when I was still listed as Rockstar to be quite useful. Oh yeah, that's right. I did a presentation for you guys at one point. I can't remember. Do you remember which one it was? Was it the pre-chapter 2 one, the pre-chapter 3 one, or something else? I can't remember what, because I've done quite a few of them, but I haven't shared most of them. I share explicitly with the core dev team. Once in a while, I take them outside of that. Or was it the HQ 2.0? I think it was HQ 2.0, wasn't it? Ruined likes them. All right, good. Somebody does. That's all I need. I just need one person to appreciate them. Oh, yeah, that's probably it, Ruined. You are probably correct. I don't think I have any of the extra building classes unlocked on this character. You are absolutely right. Let's do that. City manager. Yeah, that it should have been an obvious thing for me when I saw that not even any of our building plans are showing up. Oh, and we're not at an outpost. I'm a dumbass. Not only do I not have them unlocked, I'm not in the right... I got to change this settlement over. So let's go. We'll just go to a blank settlement. But we'll go ahead and start with unlock all building classes, and then we'll go find another settlement that hasn't been used in this save. Yeah, we're showing off all the new outpost classes. And I'm not in an outpost. So I don't even know if this... I don't think this save has an outpost yet, but I can just set one up. Let's find one that doesn't have a bazillion people in it. Coastal Cottage, you are the winner. Modern 40, the final research project in HQ, nuke launching. Yeah, I don't know. So the research stuff is one of those ones where, like, I really want to sit down and just make an update committed to making, like, an awesome tech tree. Because we don't really have one. It's just kind of like haphazard upgrades right now. And, you know, whenever I see these games with, like, the crazy, intricate tech trees, I get really jealous. And I wish we had such a thing. We have the system will work for it. It doesn't generate the pretty visuals for it. Let's see, I want to set game hour to 11. And forced weather 2B52A. I think that's it. Yep. And that should do. Alright, let's save this again. Save outpost test. Alright, let's give this another go. But yeah, doing HQ research would be cool for that to make it feel earned, and then I could like unlock one of the projects after the main quest. Because I think I told you guys I don't want to give you guys any of this stuff in the middle of our quests, because then it'll be like, all right, why don't Jake and Company just suggest we use those tools at our disposal? Like, so they need to become like post-quest things that you get access to. So the other thing that's going to be funny is we're going to give you guys all the cool weapons, and then the next thing you're going to want is something to use them on. So then that's going to lead me into the next big patch after that. Naturally has to be the invasion system, because otherwise you're going to get bored of your new toys. All right, here we go. Let's make an outpost. Yes. All right, so now, oh cool, we got this nice platform here. It was destined to be to show off our new buildings. So let's go ahead. Switch this guy. Oh, is there already a plot here? No. Okay. Switch this to our 3x3. Look at this. This thing was just... The spot was ready for us. Get out of here, Brahmin. You're not welcome. Yagate was the... What will be in Chapter 2-1. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one was the... I'm trying to remember which one... I feel like it was probably the Chapter 2 one. Like, which one...
This won't work without power.
We ended up releasing with the content closest to what was advertised in the thing. I think Chapter 2 was it. Chapter 3 there were a lot of features in the presentation that we're still working on today. Because that one was... I remember in the... I'm pretty sure if I like pull that old one up, that old presentation, it had some timelines in it, and I was like, oh, the Conqueror mechanics will take me like 2 months to transfer over. No problem. Oh, how naive I was. I gave past me too much credit for my coding abilities. Oh! Thank you. Still at standby. Ha! I've been running around playing silently by myself. Well, I guess not silently. Far from silently, but... that's funny. Well, here we are in a beautiful coastal cottage. And I had this nice big platform. Please stand by. Please stand by. So you guys are probably going to see please stand by for a while. All right, here we go. We got some options. Okay, so we were going to do Gwen's the name first. Let's see if they put... I don't see a name in here. Let's see. What do they call their building? Fire Lookout Tower. There it is. Fire Lookout Tower. Because it's Settlers at War is the expansion. So I think some of these folks have plans of doing, continue to add content to them. So we have copies that we downloaded as soon as they were uploaded. So that way people edit their stuff. We'll have ones to to judge off of. Okay, we got to turn off building costs and everything. All right, let's get you over here. Let's turn off our costs and everything. Here we go. Some settlements too. Gameplay. And we'll turn off all of these. Like I said, I didn't need to mess with city plan, but that's fine. All right, and then we'll have to manually do it again. All right, this should work now. There it goes. Although, let's double check the building plan, make sure it's stuck. Yep, there we go. All right, let's see what this one's like. And then I will be cheating using the unlock command so we can see all the levels too. So, spoiler alerts if you like to watch these evolve in your games. Will Thompson, I bought the East Empire expansion for Skyrim a couple weeks ago. So far, it's a great mod addition to the game. I've been following you since Chapter 2. Love your mods and your team. Fantastic. Thanks for picking that up. I hope you keep enjoying it. I actually just put out a private beta to a couple of folks of the next patch for East Empire expansion, which is going to add the ability to capture some of the like mega dungeons like Labyrinthian and such, the ones that are in their own little world spaces, because we did not have support for that right away. It was a... Oops, didn't realize the game code worked so much differently for those, and I've been working with another mod author who goes by Bobby Clue on Nexus, and he has been helping improve some of my Skyrim skills, which is nice. Holy cow, that's a big old platform. Oh, cool. I like that they used the ASAM relocator. I feel like that's not super common to get used. But yeah, 3x3s are always hard to stick in. I think they're really nice for city plan designing, where if you're like looking for a centerpiece to build around, I think the 3x3 plans can be awesome for that. I like the scaffolding and stuff. That's really cool looking. Like looks like a nice base, and then they've got building materials here prepared for, you know, clearly for building up even higher. This is a nice level 1. Okay. Let's check out level 2. So what is this? What do we call this one again? Fire? I think it's Fire Lookout Tower. Fire Lookout Tower. It's by Gwen's the name. They didn't put their name on here, but we know. And I'll put all these links in the descriptions after the at the end of the stream, or like after I'm done showing them off. If you guys remind me, I'll go update the things so you guys can grab them all. But if you want to grab any of these, if you go to the Fallout 4 section in Nexus and go to mod categories, we have our own Sim Settlements 2 category, and they should all be up near the top because it should default sort to latest released. All right, let's do CF unlock level. And let's see what we got next. Holy cow! What an upgrade! That is a level 2. I don't know if the if all the decorations are probably just up there. I guess there's just none on the lower level. Let's head on up. This reminds me of the watchtowers in Fallout 76, or the ones that... There's a mod out there. It's called... I think it's called Minutemen Watchtowers. It adds like 15 of these things all over the Commonwealth. And maybe more by now. That was just the last time I played it. Ah, look at this. Nice little ham radio. It's every time I see... So that little drawing there, right there of the dog, that is... I know that that's mine. Like, I have a very... Well, I can identify my style of whenever I draw cartoons. Loot whoring. Can't help myself. Alright, this is really nice. Very well decorated. Oh, we got a little off. The door's a little bit offset, but it's hard to get those lined up. And this could be... I'd be interested to know if Gwen did 100% in the game or some in the CK, because now you can do both. To know that, like, is this a problem of a failure of our import tools, or scaling, like maybe this door frame is too large or the door itself is the wrong scale or something. Interesting to know. Some little chairs outside. Oh, I like that. Some binoculars. Oh, what is that? That's some clever decoration. Using the, is that Kate's harness? Isn't that like what her, part of her outfit looks like if you lay it on the ground? As if they're the straps for the binoculars? That's clever. I like that. I like that. Rifle laying outside. Coffee pot. This is my kind of watchman. I'm actually not drinking coffee right now. My stomach's been killing me today. What do we got in here? Oh, flare gun? Oh, man. There's some clever decor going on in here. You haven't missed much, Arissa. I was struggling to find all the building plans. Excuse me, and kept running console commands trying to get it and forgot that I was not in an outpost. And as soon as we went into an outpost, everything magically was there as it should be. All right, let's unlock the next level. So this is actually the first building plan. So you literally only missed one level of the first building plan. I'm going to pick up the pace, though. I only have... I can go a little bit over an hour, but not much longer, because I still haven't packed. Leaving for a week in the morning. And most importantly, I got to make sure that... I got to do some tests to make sure my... laptop can do merges, so that way team projects aren't left waiting on me. Okay, so now we've got a little more high-tech up here, taking advantage of some servers and such. Still got our ham radio. I can't tell if that's the same bed or not. I don't remember if the other one was. Very similar decoration at this level. Oh, and we get another stim pack. I'll take it. Yeah, very similar decoration between both levels, which is understandable. It's decoration can take a long time, and I could see it being, you know, especially because it was the game jam format. Obviously, you've got limited time, and then if depending on what order you're building things in, you spend too much on level 1, run out of time for the other levels. A little bit of floatiness on the fan. That could be, again, it'll be interesting to find out how much of these. Like little bits of, and I'm sure we'll find on everybody's little flaws. I would love to know from those of you guys who did your stuff in game if some stuff like didn't import correctly. So like if there are improvements we can make to the scripts, because I do want to improve that mechanism. Like Gavman suggested I recreate the, what is that thing called, the nav cube, the thing to help with nav meshing, so that it better aligns with plots, which I definitely have on my list, because I want to make that process as painless as possible. Okay, so here's our first one. Fire Lookout Tower. My Gwen's the name. Let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, it gets all the flags. These weren't there before. And actually, if we switch our... Let's check and see if they are the... oh, and the spotlights. I didn't notice those before. Those are nice. Let's switch our flag for our settlement. Oh, we got a whole bunch unlocked here. Looks like this Nightingale one is not set up correctly. That is not their fault. That is something we're working on for next patch, but it does not look correct. It might be that I don't have the files installed here on this fully. But we're going to get a Nightingale flag in there, a CPD flag, and an NLTC flag. The NLTC flag is awesome. It is really cool. Really cool logo. Well, let's just go Brothers of Steel. Alright, there that goes. Let's see if all those update. Hey, there we go. And they are all rigged up as dynamic banners. Awesome. Yep, even the one on top. Cool. I like it. Alright, let's go to the next one. So, actually, I want to do these in order because I'm going to forget some otherwise. So the next person that I open up the tab for, excuse me, I just opened them up in order. I found them, so it's kind of like reverse order of when they were submitted. Gavman has a 2x2 recruitment center. Alright, so let's go. I think this is a Marshall right over here. Yep, so let's go ahead and switch this. Oh wait, this one might be it. This one might be the Gavman plan. It is. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this one just to get it out of the way so we can walk all around this. Sorry, buddy. Boom. Alright, we're going to get these railings out of here too so that... Oops. It's not mistaken as part of the design. Okay. Alright, so level 1. Nice and dilapidated. Just how we like it. Not sure who they're recruiting with this pile of rubble. Not aiming high with the first level. We'll recruit you guys next level. Alright, let's check up the next one. It'd be interesting to see where the furniture markers are, like where people are sitting. And I'm gonna run a KAH because I see some super mutants off in the distance there that are looking hungry. Alright, let's do an unlock level on this. Let's check out level 2. And give it a moment to spawn all the things. Love kind of the door is off center from the frame, same as the starting house door. Yeah, so I'm curious if it's a problem with like that door doesn't fit with that frame they used, or if there was a scaling issue. Well, it sounds like where you're going for a week, if you don't mind me asking. I am going to Florida every pardon me. Every year around this time when the kids are on spring break, we take them down to see their grandparents, and all but one of their grandparents live in Florida. So, okay, a whole lot better. We got decoration. We've got a little recruiting table. This is feeling more like it. And other one almost felt like the level 0. Let me check. Was it maybe? Was what I had before? Was that just like his build materials? Okay, yeah, we might have been seeing the build materials, and now this is actually level 1. I think that's what it was. I guess there's nobody assigned. So I think what we saw before was the... Yeah, that was just the building materials, so we need to get someone assigned to this. Oh, there is now. Okay. So yeah, I think we saw the building materials, so that makes way more sense. I was a little concerned about that. It was not up to Gavman standards. This is much more what I expect from Gavman. Cool. Some magazines everywhere. All right, let's check out level 2. Oh, here we go. Alright, see up unlock level. Alright, let's go to level 2. Hope we see the NLTC logo in game more. It's awesome. Yeah, I think we're gonna put some in their headquarters. Maybe even like a flag on the boat or something, but I don't know if that's in the patch that I have or not. Okay, we add a second level to it. Looks like down here looks pretty similar. Let's head upstairs. Some signs of some more computer work coming in. Oh! Robo Brain with a bow tie. I can get behind that. Little hangout on the patio. It's using the dynamic flags. I love that. Sign up, enlist. Cool. All right, let's see the finale. Level 3. What do we get? A proper 2-story. Oh, look at that little radio tower up there. Oh, I love that asset. The spinning BOS dish is always really nice. Pictures got proper frames on them. This is like really screams what it is, right? It like really looks like a recruitment center. Man, I need to double down on the... I might literally take a break midstream and go refresh my water. I did not prepare myself. I thought usually I go through a cup of coffee, maybe 1.5, and 2 glasses of water on a stream. I'm already almost out of beverages. So I think I'm getting a cold because that is perfect timing, right before vacation, right? Oh, I love these guys. Those things are awesome with the little looping type animation. Those guys are great. This is awesome. This is a great build. What's going on over here? Another Robo Brain. Cool. Alright, that's Gavman's. Alright, let's check. Let's bring up my list again. Alright, next up, we have got Erica Ember. Erica, I actually watched her stream a bunch of this, which was fun. And it is the Wounded Soldier Extractor 3x3 Field Hospital. So let's go change our watchtower out. And that is impressive. That is definitely a build around me structure. Like that feels like a cool Not really a centerpiece, because the watchtower, you kind of want it on the edge, but like something that's like the main focal point of a settlement design. Alright, choose building plan. And we will grab Erica, Wounded Soldier Extractor. Alright, now this one I think we have something. Yeah, this one's already assigned, so it should actually build. We don't have to unlock level. I like when it builds. It's nice to, rather than just skipping right to the levels. Although I'm guessing nobody had time to do building stages, but maybe they did. And we will check all that in when we're doing like actual internal voting and judging. Like if people went the extra mile and did building stages and nav mesh and did all the extra bits, like I'm sure internally we'll vote them up higher. But for the first round of cuts of votes, it's purely just gut instinct. We're going to post voting. I think we're going to post it on the 28th when the news vid goes up. There'll be a voting thread so everybody can vote. We're doing voting a little differently for this. We're trying a new format. So with city plans, what we always do is we internally cut to a top 3 and then we let the community judge. Now with this, we have a new format we're trying out. We're going to let the community do a community choice first out of all of them. And then we're going to do an internal cut for the rest after that, and we'll exclude the community choice so that way we can spread the prizes out a little more. But yeah, that will get announced on the 28th proper. Well, it's time to know the recruitment centers from Chapter 3. I must say that the Watchtower recruitment centers are really cool. So those new classes, they're actually available immediately in the game if you want, but they get introduced to you during Chapter 3. So all of SS2 is designed to work with or without the quests. Most people see it for the first time playing through the quest lines or by cheating. And to get access to the new classes, most of them are war themed. You can either use the cheat holotape, or if you just play and build a lot of martial stuff, eventually they'll start unlocking. I actually don't know the unlock requirements offhand, but they should be documented on the wiki. Otherwise you get them during Chapter 3's quest line. Okay, so we've got some robot trash, a lot of equipment. Definitely looks like this is giving me vibes like they're either collecting gear from the battlefield as well, a little bit of Battlefield Scavengers vibe, or maybe they're preparing to upgrade this place. Oh, I like this. A little motorcycle. What do you call the thing that you put the body that you put not bodies you put injured people in? Why can't I think of it? I just made a joke about that thing to my wife the other day because she hurt her foot, and I said I was going to bring the, what is that called? Somebody help me out. I'm losing my words. What they put you on when they put you in an ambulance? Not the sidecar. The what is that stupid bed on wheels? Why can't I think of the name of it? Anyway, it's looking like that. Like they're going to pull an injured person behind the motorcycle. That's really cool. A gurney. Thank you, guys. Gurney. Yeah. Because there's one right there. Maybe that would have brought it to mind coming in here. But yeah, it's like a gurney on a gurney chariot almost. Bring them in, get their medical treatment. I like it. I always like this orange awning. That's a really nice set piece. All right, let's check out the next one. You know what? I kind of want to. We're gonna murder this settler over here. Your hammering days are over. Bye bye. All right, let's go. See how unlock level 2. Let's check it out. Rover the Trader just installed Fall of War to play some Settlements 2. So excited. Fantastic. I'm so excited to see how many new players are drawn to Fallout 4, or players who come back to it after the Fallout TV show. Like, I am not... you guys know my stance on Amazon. But I mean, I'm bummed that they are the ones producing the show, but I'm glad that it's going to go a lot more mainstream. I think that's really awesome. I hope it has the same luck as The Witcher and Cyberpunk did with drawing a lot of new players to the game. Okay, so now we've got like a whole garage thing going on down here. So leaning into that vehicle, like here's another makeshift gurney behind a vehicle. We got the flea. pulling this one in the bathtub. I love this kind of stuff, using parts to create new machinery and stuff. That's all so fun. Oh, look at this. We got a little separate upper level with a doorway. Getting into more proper hospital territory. Eye wash station. Oh, good use of the trash can sink. Very nice. Delicious. Thanks to Prof for setting up that trash can sink to actually work. It was always just a prop for the longest time, and then I think sometime last year he just made it better and sent it over to me. So put this in. What do we got here? Oh, just a blank terminal. So I don't know if you got. I don't think it's in the. I don't think it's in the WRK. And I think Choo Choo said they left already, so he's not going to hear this. But there's the terminal for HQ that has like your medical progress and stuff. It's actually possible you can put that in building plans. I think we have it in the 2x2 regular hospital, if I'm not mistaken. So you can actually like check out like how many diseases have been found and what things have been discovered. And there is like a metric ton of lore that Andy Cowdy, he's one of our writers, he went nuts on the medical stuff. There's so much detail on all the different diseases. All right, cool. Level 2. Let's go to level 3. Sam Jonovic, what's next for SS2? So the next big summer... Well, we're going to do a lot of smaller patches over the next few months. Lots of bug fixes, lots of quality of life stuff. I'm actually going to be launching... Oh, I like that. I like that the door opened like as it was spawning. That was really cool. I'm going to be launching a... There's a service called Feature Upvote, and it basically lets you set up a voting system for software features. And I'm going to fill it with bugs and quality of life ideas, and then I'm going to just let you guys play with it and upvote, and you guys will start deciding what kind of stuff goes in the patches. I'm going to fill it out, though. I'm not going to leave it open for new ideas for a while until we clean up the request lists, because we have like 500 tickets across our 2 Git issue trackers. Between, some of them are issues, a lot of them now are like enhancement requests, but I want to get that cleaned up. I wanted to get it like total sub 100, and then I'll probably open things up to where anybody can just add feature ideas to it, and if they get enough upvotes, it doesn't guarantee I'll do them, but at least you'll know I've seen them. And then we're going to be doing our big summer patch. Is going to add a whole bunch of stuff, new quests, new systems. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very war focused for the new features, because while I just spent a lot of time on HQ, now I need to go back and spend a lot of time on the war stuff. It needs a lot of tinkering. Okay, let's go back. Let's talk about this instead of talking about the next chapter here. So again, we got our garage complete. We've got a full garage door. Basically our ambulance. This is kind of cool because it's almost like if you guys, any of you guys who know about the problem with palette indexing. Palette indexing is this really cool thing you can do in Fallout 4 with textures, to where you have like a really basic texture and you can recolor it without new texture files really cheaply, so it doesn't take a lot more space. And one of the problems with them is if you bake a palette index item into a NIF, it becomes white, but that works out perfectly if you want to make an ambulance. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if that's what happened here, but I'm going to pretend it did in my head. That's my head canon for what Erica did here, because that's a cool, like, positive side effect of what generally is something we all hate. But you've got to see it's got some weapons mounted on it. Makes sense. You're going to shoot your way through the battlefield. And again, like, so a wasteland ambulance. I like it. Some sort of machinery. Oh, I see. To lift the person up here. That's cool. That's a great way to bring the theme on. And then, of course, we've got our little classic hospital. Oh, we got a nice little bathroom with a shower and everything. A couple more recovery beds. Computers. I like this. I love the ambulance, and this, I think this is my favorite part. The, like, using basically a forklift as a way to get injured people up to the top floor. That's really cool. Okay, let's bring up... I'm trying to find my... Actually, we're going to reset the time, too, because it's getting rather dark here. So let's go set game hour to... We'll go to 10 this time. There we go. All right, next up is Yagi, which has who's got an interior. So let's... And it looks like we got some good spots for interiors over here. Oh, and we already got one. Perfect. So are you assigned? Nope. Well, you're about to be. Nope. I want you. Now, what kind of crazy diseases do you have? The warden here is, what has he got? Jelly fingers. Well, we don't want to catch that. Choose building plan. All right, and we are going to build watch station. Here we go.
Got it.
All right, let's check out watch station by Yagi-san. Okay, I can't tell. This has got to be the building materials, right? There's no way this is the first level. Let's check. Yep. Okay, that's level 0. Cool. Custom building materials. That's always cool to see. All right. How do we? Let's see. I want this to. Oh, still it's unoccupied still. What are you doing, buddy? The jelly fingers got you distracted? There we go. Oh, the old -16 supplies over there. Oops.
Sure.
Armed ambulance is a violation of the Geneva Convention. Oh, and I didn't notice this ladder over here. Let's see if he used the climbables. He did. Cool. Let's see. I don't know how well they work with a plot. Let's find out. You can hear my terrible sound effects. That's what happens when you let me make sound effects. I actually just source them online. I just find freebies. When Dell or Cyvirus make us sound effects, they're significantly better than when I source them. Now, our ladder are not as fancy as Nihur's with the actual climbing animations, but they work. They get the job done. I love this asset. The so nice looking. Anything shiny and neon. It's always fun to add. It makes everything feel a little more legit. Whoa! Oh, I was like, there's a little closet in here. Nope, that's just because we built it right up against another building. All right, I think it finished. Here we go. Okay, so here's our level 0. Oh, this is a cool asset. This is from Far Harbor, right? This is from Dima's crazy setup in Far Harbor. And then just a little ham radio. So this is our watchtower. Alright, let's go ahead and give this thing a unlock. Where's my cursor? Here we go. Unlock level. Let's check out level 2. He's using those jelly fingers to dig into his knees. The jelly fingers make it so that you can't scratch your itches, and it's very frustrating. Very frustrating. My fingers, they just won't scratch like they used to. I actually really appreciate the diseases that they put in 76 being kind of like silly. Because a lot of the diseases in Fallout lore are just really awful. Like there's like anthrax and the Black Plague and stuff. We only put diseases in that existed on the Fallout wiki. So it was like the 76 diseases and then all the ones from the old Fallout games. They didn't really tackle disease much in Fallout 3 or New Vegas, so it was pretty much all old school Fallout stuff. What is this terminal? Okay, it's just a blank terminal. Alright, so we're getting some more computing power in here. Oh, I'll take some plasma cartridges, thank you. Some mines. I don't know what that asset is in the middle right there with the glow on top. I like it, though. What is that? Anybody know what this is? What is this little cool circle thing? That seems like it would be really awesome scaled up. I kind of want to see. Or did he do some crazy stuff like hiding a mine inside of that thing? Or is that a mine that I'm not recognizing? It looks really awesome. Alright, let's go to level 3. Oh, you think it's a cryo mine? Maybe. I don't think I've ever used a cryo mine. The mines in general I don't use. Oh, cool. And then we get the lit up screens. Yes, and our little robo friend. This guy's the best. The little type-in robots. I love them. What is that? Is this an asset that's in there, or is this something? Did he kit bash this? I don't recognize this, but we do have a lot of. There were a lot of assets added over the years in the WRK kit that I'm just not familiar with because they were. There was a time when Strong and Robotin were working together to add crazy kit bashed items in. Now Choo Choo's taken on that role. We have we've got a very cool WRK update coming up sometime. I don't know when. Might be a while still, but we got some stuff in the works. Choo Choo's got some stuff in the works. I just merged for him. Okay, very cool. I like all the neon. Very exciting looking little interior. Okay, so yeah, this is a interior watchtower. Don't see that often. Interesting take on the watchtower idea, right? It's more about like intelligence gathering rather than physically watching. Alright, let's see. What is next on my radar here? Alright, next up we have got the Gateway Tower by Blade Killer. And that is what size? A 3x3. Alright, let's go over to our 3x3 here. 3x3s are an interesting one to go for. They're nice if you want to just be, you can just kind of throw the kitchen sink at them and really fill it up with stuff. And they're nice for not having to worry about pathing as much, because trying to get multiple levels into a 2x2 can feel impossible at first. It turns out the 2x2 space is actually is a lot. You can do a lot with the 2x2. But I get why designers like the 3x3 to just give themselves more room. But I think the downside of the 3x3 is when you realize how long it takes to actually decorate it all. It's like it feels a little overwhelming with how much space there is, especially if you just want to hit the base game. Whoops. You want to hit the base game level of decoration, because I always liked Fallout 4 and Skyrim's decoration level. It's not too over the top to where it feels not every character feels like a hoarder in their buildings, but it's still a significant amount, so it can take a while to decorate a 3x3. Alright, so it looks like they've got something funky with the way so I think what they did here is they don't have any building stages. So if you have 0 building stages and you just go right to your max level, all the decorations get placed. And I think I have this set up this way as not necessarily because I want floating items like this, as just a way to spread out the code threading, because we have the natural timer of I think it's a randomized between 55 and 65 seconds for the build for most default options. And so during all that time, since it knows these items are just going to exist for the entire level, it just starts placing them, and then you end up with this floatiness. So if you have this happen in your design and you don't want it to, you want it to wait till the structure appears, just add in one building stage. Even if your building stage is just a copy of some random building materials as your first building stage, that's enough to tell the code to chill out and wait to place these until after the models. It's after the level 1 model's done. There we go. Alright, we'll let the scaffolding disappear. That'll mean that all the items are actually placed. Alright, so I think this is our level 1, right? Yep, this is our level 1. Okay, so it looks like this is a watchtower. Blade Killer living up to his username. With all the saw blades in front of us here. I want to double check that it is a watchtower. Yep, gateway tower. It makes sense. That would be a watchtower. Alright. We got some nice chains here. Lots of stop signs. Really, they don't want you coming in here. Mixed messages, though. Because now we got the vault point, vault girl. Don't come in. Also, welcome. Alright, we got some random little decor here. I think this was supposed to be upstairs because but it spawned beforehand, so this is actually meant to go up there. Let's see, is there a way to get in there? Oh, through here. Okay. Oh, no wall out here, though. I wonder if this is flipped around. It almost feels like you would want this, like, open entryway. You'd want this, like, toward your settlement. So I think he may have built it backwards from the way the plot is done, which is understandable. That's easy mistake to make with the Marshal, because especially if you're using the in-game design, because you don't have the so like we did this thing, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it, but one of the reasons we did this on these with the, so like the non-Marshal plots, they're just flat, but then the Marshal, you have the little barrier in front, which is supposed to imply like that should be the way toward like outside your settlement. That's where fences and stuff. So this design makes me feel like it should be spun around. So that's an easy fix Blade Killer could do. French fry toast raiding with a party of 4. Welcome, guys. We are checking out all the building plans that were made for the little game jam. We're about halfway through right now. Oh, he's hooking us up with a lot of loot. Yes, please. I get such a thrill out of looting even when I'm testing. It's... Oh yeah, alright. Look at all these loot ammo boxes. Very nice, very nice. Did he use real? Yep. Alright, so build Blood Killer's Tower if you want a heck of a lot of free loot. That's fun. I dig that. Robbing your troops, it's fine. Yeah, and you can see these want to be facing outside, so yeah, Blade Killer's going to want to spin this around. I mean, I won't hold that against him, but I definitely can see how to make that, how easy it would be to make that mistake. Oh, that's where the red light's coming from. This little lamp. This is one of the furniture store items you can buy. Hello, Mojo7623. Hello, French Fry Toast. Welcome, guys. All right, so this is just level 1. This is quite the level 1. I'm curious what he did to evolve this thing. Let's check out level 2. Oh, where's my mouse? Here we go. Unlock level. Let's check out level 2. Nick Carter, will there be another Voiceapalooza? Yeah, Wes is definitely doing another one. They put out sign-ups for it. I haven't signed up yet. I have just too much on my plate right now to think about that, but I'll definitely be DMing Ken to see if he wants us to do another mod jam for that. Like I can't. Or, the crazy thing we did where we like got a bunch of people and we just modded for a full weekend and put together a story mod like that. It was crazy. It was pretty stressful, but ended up being fun. I'm not sure how I want to do it because we had a lot of people just before we started it and just after who like asked like, oh, I want to be involved. I want to be involved. And there's a limit to how many people we can realistically do that with. Like once a group gets beyond, I don't know, 8 people, 9 people, it gets to a point where it's very difficult to manage efficiently. So it might be we have to do something like a little, like if we want to get more people involved, it might have to be a couple of teams or more open, like just turn it into a game jam, or it's just more open-ended and anybody can join in on it. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet, so I got to figure that out. But I'm sure that they're going to want us to join in again because our little event ended up raising, I think, more money than almost any other event that was part of Voiceapalooza last year. I'm not confident on that, but we raised a lot, which was awesome. It was really awesome. Okay, so we add a little upper level. Whoa! Add a little upper level to this. This part looks largely the same on the lower floor. And then this stuff looks kind of the same, and then we just get this little upper bit up here. Very, very sparsely decorated up here. I like that he uses all the lootable things. I used to be against that, like using all the lootable stuff in the plots because we were worried about people cheesing it. But it's like, if people are cheesing this, they're killing the with refresh. They're killing the game for themselves. So that's I can't imagine a lot of people are doing that. But yeah, Plotapalooza, pretty sure I'm going to be involved with it again. But I haven't confirmed it yet. So it's just kind of like, hey, that was a cool challenge. I think a lot of it's going to come down to how my April goes. So, like, I have a lot going on right now. We're trying to pull off some crazy stuff in Kinggath Creations over the next, it's like between now and summer. We're trying to pull off a lot. Like we're trying to do a new Skyrim thing, trying to get a big summer patch for some Settlements 2 done. We've got some secret projects in the works. Like, we're doing a whole lot at once. So it might just come down to I'm too stressed to manage it. So then doing more of an open game jam will alleviate some of that stress, because then I can be more of like a facilitator than an actual participant, and then I could just kind of stream. Like what I did last time when I was streaming, I tried to be a participant, and I was fairly ineffective at doing much more than the actual merges, because it was hard to be on and talking with everybody while also coding. Like, that is, anybody who watched me stream it last year saw me just like, my brain just would not do math. There was like a real basic equation, real basic, and I just couldn't do it. It was like the camera pressure just made it. It's like, nope, you don't get to do math today. Didn't know that would happen to me, but it does. So there's certain things I can't do on stream. So it might turn out that I'm better off just being a announcer and coordinator than actually participating. But I also can't do like I definitely can't afford to do the all-nighters like I did for that. Okay, so we got a third level up here. It looks like both of these two levels weren't really decorated, though. Mostly they just kind of are here. Put a chair up there. I feel like this is one of those things when I was talking about when we started building this building plan of, like, I think one of the things people quickly find out when they get into a 3x3 is, holy crap, that's a lot of space to decorate. And you underestimate how much time it's going to take to decorate until you actually build out the space and start putting things down and realize, like, how little room each thing you put in actually takes. You think 2x2s feel cramped and tiny, but then when you go to decorate them, you're like, oh no, there's all sorts of space in here. It's going to take a while to fill up. And then a 3x3 is just, it's basically 2 1/4 2x2 plots when you think about it, because it's 2x2 is 4 squares and 3x3 is 9 squares. So it's quite a bit more work. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, the going up all night. We went so long because I was trying desperately to get it finished, and we just had like a couple of key bugs that were preventing Gopher from playing it on stream. And like we went like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 hours over, and then Wes's stream, he was supposed to join us, and his stream went long. So then he started DM, they were DMing us like, do you want me to join in now, even though it's late? And it was like, no, we have all this bugs. So then we rescheduled it. It ended up working out fine. I think everybody was rooting for us, even though we had a fail at the very end there. But yeah, it was still cool to see. And like that quest, it's not the most epic of quest mods, but when you put it into context that we did the whole thing, like everything, like other than writing was done in advance, but the whole, all the code around it, the voice file recording, actually getting the voice actors in, doing the character art, building the player home, like literally everything was done in one weekend. It's pretty crazy. And actually, I have to use that so like our next thing we're doing for Skyrim right now, like we have it's taking, like we've been working on it for months, and I gotta bring up like to Sag, who was also on the team that did the trunks malfunction. Like, remember when we did that in 48 hours? not to poke at him for speed, but like that's an all of us thing of like, remember, we can, when we need to, we can create something in a super short amount of time. So because it's always there's always a struggle when we're trying to build stuff of like doing it like quick and dirty versus like doing it clean to where it's going to be easy to support in the future, easy to figure out where the bugs are, versus like Trunks malfunction. If there's bugs in it, like at this point, they're probably there forever, just because it was we had to get real sloppy to build it that quickly. All right, let me bring up my list of plans and we'll see the next one. So that was Blade Killer's Watchtower. I think, yeah, we said it was Watchtower. All right, next up we've got Murmurachnes, and I'm told that this one has a bug in it, but hopefully we can get around that just to show it off. This is a 2x2 Watchtower, so we'll go over and use this guy over here. All right, here we go. Razorback Watchtower. Yep. All right, let's give this one a go. So somebody told me the structure is misaligned, so it might be that we can't actually look at this properly, but we'll see. We'll find out. Find out in a moment. Hey, Sonic Phil, how are you? Will Thompson, whenever I update Sim Settlements 2, which I'm doing right now, do I update all profiles? I'm not sure what that means, but I mean, generally I update all of the mod files, so it's rare that I don't update everything on the same day. In fact, usually what I do is I queue up. I'll post Workshop Framework first, that update, because that can be independent, and then I will upload all of the other files, like the chapter updates, and I won't submit them until all the files are ready to go. So that way they're all always up there at the same time with new updates. The exception is on Xbox, because I can't. I have to do one at a time, unfortunately. Alright, well the actual stuff seems to be building correctly. But I wonder if this was the issue. Is the structure... Oh, I like he's doing... Like, they put down a bunch of items, and now those are disappearing. And I wonder if those are going to start appearing, like, as part of the structure now. So, like, we go in here, and you can see, like, a bunch of stuff. And is that the stuff that was previously there? I mean, this looks correct to me. I don't see any... His structure is made of a lot of smaller pieces, but it doesn't look like... The structure's underground. Maybe that happens at level 3 or something. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I... Maybe he fixed it, and I grabbed the latest version on my PC, and that's why. I'm uncertain. But this looks cool. I've always liked Murm's build style. It's very grungy. Like, finds very clever ways to puzzle things together. This reminds me of like a Normandy bunker. Little tiny one. Come in here. Got the brain tank with the bubbles. I like it. Very cool. This is cool too. I like that feels natural, injected in there space-wise. Obviously, the folks like Murm and Tenuvia and Ruined and Pra, who've been doing this for years, obviously they're gonna have some very cool tricks to do, because they're not only have a ton of experience with the kit, but they also do it in the CK, which definitely will give them some advantages for sure. Oh, it's got a little laser turret up there. I'm gonna try powering this up. I'm curious if he's got that turret rigged up to react to power. Let's see here. Generators. Sure, power generator. Oh, do we not have a powerful for this one, or did I scrap it? I must have scrapped it. Okay, let's build a new one. Nope, we want power... Connectors. Yeah, let's get this guy here. Where'd he go? There There we go. Okay, no. So I'm guessing this is set up to be like, it's going to work at level 2. Or it could be a... It's hard to get powered things rigged up to plots, which it is. It took a long... I spent way too much time on that with SS1, figuring out how to make the lights work with the power from the plots. Like so much time that I didn't bother with SS2 because it required a lot of NIF hacking and it almost burned me out on modding, period. Alright, let's go to level 2 of Worms. What did we just say this is? I think it's a watchtower, right? View details. Yeah, watchtower. Okay, go to level 2. Oh, I like that. The yellow stripe he did in the middle, and that's just done with the Mac kit. So like a lot of this building looks like it's made out of the machine kit that Bethesda has. That looks really cool. Looks like a painted warning stripe on there almost. Like a, yeah, that's really nice. Stylistically, I really like that. Pashansky me. Hey Kinggath, your mod is simply the GOAT. I can finally replay it without having to focus 100% in settlements. Be safe. Awesome. Glad you're loving it. My kid has started using the phrase GOAT, and he's 6. I was like, where did you hear that? It's so funny. The stuff they come home with every day. Alright, nice little upper level here. I don't think this is intentionally the chess set. I think these are like some miscellaneous random spawns. Again, the little ham radio thing. I like that little decoration. The yellow stripe is really cool. That's a very clever use of the machine kit stuff that I never thought about. Of if you're using it in part of your walls, you can use it to have some interesting coloration. It's actually starting to look like in the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie, where there's at the scene in the prison where there's like the tower in the middle that they end up in. That's reminding me of that. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I think he must have either fixed the structure, or I'm thinking of somebody else. I just remember there was a report that somebody's building wasn't working correctly. Oh, there's a little missile turret up there. There was a report that somebody's building wasn't working correctly, and it was spawning under the world or something, spawning under the plot. This looks fine to me. Okay, yeah, so this all looks the same on the inside. This might be different, the iBot. Oh, it just finished, so let's double check up here. Yeah, this looks... Clock maybe was new. I'm not sure what got added with level 3. You can definitely see all the stuff that got added on the roof up there. Let's, I don't know if I have Workshop Plus installed. Let's see. Can we fly? Yes, we can. There we go. Turn off auto exit. And let's set the time scale back, or the game hour back again, so I can get some light. There we go. Very cool. Yeah, this is a very, very interesting use of machine kit. It looks like he built most of the structure out of the machine kit. I've never seen anybody do that before. Granted, I don't play with add-on packs like the rest of you, quite as much like the rest of you do. I tend to use vanilla SS2 only because it makes it cleaner for me to figure out bug reports. Uh-oh. We got weather problems. Oops. Added an extra character in there. Let's see. Force weather 2B52A. There we go. So you guys maybe have seen this build style before, but this is new to me. I really like it. It's a very cool way to make use of the machine kit. A lot of work though. Like building your structure out of the machine kit, that is a lot of work compared to just using the built-in walls. Alright. Going back to Nexus. Let's see what's next. Alright, next we have Tunuvia. Tunuvia and Merm, our partnership. So it was really cool to see them come back. Like I think they've been gone for quite a long time, and they came back for the Plotapalooza. And they also seems were inspired by it because I think yesterday or a couple days ago they released Bad Neighbors, which is a SS1 add-on pack. They went and converted that. So cool to see them come back after a long hiatus. Because I know when we were doing Chapter 3 dev, Tunuvia did some building plans for us, and partway through, so that they were gonna exit the scene and move on to some new projects somewhere else. So it was cool to see them come back. So this one is a, let's see here, what level is it? It's a field medic based on Children of Adam. Cool. It comes with one skin. Oh, I wonder, did Merm do that too? Add a skin? Let's check. Customize plot. Change building skin. No skins. Okay. So Tunuvia has a roofless skin available, so if you don't like the roof on this building, you can take it off. I'm not clear what size it is, so let's see if it was on this list. Oh, did our cache get nuked? I think it did. Alright, so if you ever run into this, where your plot cache gets nuked, one of two things is wrong. Either you need to rebuild the plot, something corrupted in it, or sometimes you have to do this. You go into the holotape, go to tools, advanced tools, and what is it called? Reset building plan caches. So this can take a minute, but it will basically go detect all of your add-on packs again and make sure that the building plans are available for selection. Oh man, we're gonna go way past an hour. I thought I was gonna stream for an hour. Who was I kidding? We still got 4 more to go. But I'm committed now. We're gonna finish this up. I'll stay up late tonight if I have to. I can sleep on the airplane. Are these plots properly nav meshed? I'm sure the like Merms, Tunuvia, like I said, the experienced folks who do this in the CK, I'm sure they manage to do all that. I'm not so sure for folks who are new to it. I think that's okay. I mean, the nav mesh, even when you do it, sometimes it just doesn't work anyway. This game's nav mesh system is not wonderful. It is not wonderful. Alright, who gave us the wonderful round sound effects today? I don't know how to pronounce that. We're gonna Kavat, thank you for the follow. Okay, alright, that should be enough time. Let's check it out, see if we got our building plans. Even if they don't come back, I'm going to assume that there's something went wrong with this plot, and we'll just nuke it. Nope, there it goes. You know, so the building cache got screwed up somehow. Okay, so we've got the UIT ones are in the base of chapter 3. I'm not seeing Tunuvia's here, so it must be a 3x3. Maybe it's an interior, or maybe it's a 1x1. Okay, I'm not seeing it there. Does anybody know? Has anybody tried Tunuvia's? Can anybody tell me what size her plan is? Marshall Field Medic. I feel like I'm blind. I feel like they always usually put this stuff in their descriptions. And like looking at the picture, oh, I wonder if it's a 1x1. It looks kind of tiny. Let's try 1x1. We haven't looked at any 1x1s. Oh, I got it right. I am an expert at butchering people's usernames. Looks like it's 1x1 in the image. Okay, cool. There it is. Yeah, we can. It's people tend to really. There's a strong desire for more 1x1 building plans. I find we get those requests all the time. So, any of you guys looking for some niches to fill in your new building plan making superpowers, 1x1 and interiors for the niche building classes are always in high demand. The other thing that's in high demand are themed skins, like faction themed skins. Like everybody always is asking us for Brotherhood's themed stuff or Institute themed stuff. I know those are harder to do because the base, all of the assets for those factions. Like a lot of them don't have, they're not fully meshed. Like they'll have like invisible walls in the back, which makes them terrible for designing settlement stuff for. But Sadie Adler, are we ever getting you as a character in SS2, like the builder guy in your thumbnail? No, that is hopefully never happening. It's too meta for my tastes. If I was less active in the community, like if I didn't stream every week and do all the news and patch note videos, I could get behind it. But because I'm kind of the front man for the mod, I don't want to be in it. I think like that'll detract from the quality of the voice content in there if I'm in there, because it'll just pull you out every time you're playing the game and my character appears. You're gonna be like, oh, did I leave a KG video running on YouTube? And I don't want that. So, oh, this is great. It looks like this is like a. It almost feels like a little shop stall, like they're offering like a little medical service, like, you know, like a little side of the road shop stall. That's pretty cool. I like that design. That's a very clever way to do the field medic. All right, let's upgrade this baby. Not going to take long to explore these ones. All right. So we went up to a little metal roof on top. Oh, and now it had there's rads as you get close. I love that. That's such good flavor. Yeah, you go. Oh, what's he gonna do? What's his animation right there? He's twisting the dials. That's awesome. Clipboard. All right, cool. All right. So what we got here, and then after we get this one built, this is one of the ones that has alternate skin. I think it's a roofless. So we'll take a look and see what that looks like. I love the Atom like 3D mesh. That's really cool. Ooh, what do we got in here? Oh, that's awesome. The Mirelurk tank with a skeleton in there. Radiation bath, probably. A little fusion core thing. Yeah, this is really cool looking. The radiation tank. That's so funny. Children of Adam for this is hilarious. Where did the ASAM sensor go? I feel like it was up here earlier. Oh, there it is on the outside. Okay, let's do activate. Let's check out the other skin. Customize plot, change building skin, and then we'll do the no roof version. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, there's our boy from the tank. Oh, he's back in there. Oh, okay. So they just got rid of like the silver paneling, so you still get the frame from the roof. You want to let that those rad storms. You want to let them in, so you take the roof off. That makes sense. Very cool. That is a great amount of detail work in such a tiny little space. 1x1s were probably perfect for a game jam, just because you can kind of make sure that they're 100% complete and really well and really like high detailed. Instead of, you know, like the downside of a 3x3, just in general, is just how much decoration you have to put in, and then if you try and compress that into a 48-hour weekend, it's a little more of a challenge. So this was probably a smart play, especially if you're a busy person getting in a 2x2 or 3x3, a little more of a challenge to do in one weekend. Okay, let's see whose is next. All right, next up we've got The Watching Tower by Praz. I haven't looked at, I didn't like look at the screenshots yet. But I can see his thumbnails and they're crazy looking. This one looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, it's another 1x1. Okay, perfect. But the little thumbnails look like this thing's gonna get wild. Oh wow, I'm tired apparently. Let's see here. Watching tower. Let's check this bad boy out. And then after this, it is recreational. Sonic Phil, can you summarize the recent hotfix 330A? The hotfix just added the updated MCM files, so you literally don't need it unless you're using MCM. And if you, the MCM settings are the updated MCM are also available on the forum post I made announcing the release of the 330 patch. So it really is not meant, like, most people shouldn't download that. It was really just like, hey, anybody who hasn't downloaded 330 yet, grab this version instead. The only reason I didn't release the updated MCM files separately is because I'm going to want to delete them next patch, and I didn't want, because Nexus won't let you delete stuff, I didn't want people having an obsolete copy of their MCM files the next time I update where they wouldn't get overwritten. I thought that was just going to create a headache for folks, so instead now if people say, hey, my MCM files don't have the new options, they can either go to the forums, download the MCM files, or just update to 3303 or 330A. But it wasn't actual hotfix, it was just somebody pointed out I uploaded the wrong MCM files. Okay guys, I'll be right back. I need more water. I'm dying here.
This marks my scat. Come in here again and I'll paint my door red with your brain. Well, why not? I have a trick now. I'll give you my room.
This is how I always know I'm about to get a cold, because I can usually talk for 3 or 4 hours straight without a problem. So when I can't even make it through an hour without choking, she's coming for me. Okay. I like the Mr. Handy Eyes scaled up. They look really cool when they're scaled up and with a light in them. This feels like it would be... Oh man, this is really cool looking. With all these tubes and stuff. This feels old school Fallout. Especially because he scaled up a lot of stuff, so the textures went a little lower res. Like, this feels like it would be very, very well at home in like Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. Like, this is giving me vibes of, you know, one of the full motion video type of screens. You could be right up here and then somebody be talking to you. Like this has got some old school vibes to it. I like it. You want to see it at night? That's a good idea. Let's go set game hour to 23. Alright, lots of little spotlights coming off of it. A lot of green light emitting from down there. Oh, from the old school terminal. Alright, let's unlock this level. Let's check the next one. Yeah, I think this one's going to be better to view at night. I'll show it in both. I'll just keep swapping back and forth between the time of day. Well, let's look at level 2. This is Praz 1x1 watchtower, by the way. Couple more spotlights. Oh, that one moves. Cool. Oh, and it died. I'm guessing that that's my fault. That's probably like a bug script. Like we probably have like a plot spotlight that doesn't work correctly. So maybe 2 of them. I'm gonna try refreshing it and see if that fixes it. But it very well could be that we have like a bug in a scripted spotlight. Or the other thing that can happen is some of those, the way we have them set up is the spotlight appears and then it searches for what we call X markers, which are just like little invisible things that it can reference, and it uses those as its like pivot points. But yeah, no, I think either that's the problem, either it's not finding its second pivot point and so it's failing, or there's a problem with the script. I'll have to ask Pra what he thinks the issue is. So let's go to daytime. So we'll go game hour to 10. And then we got to clear this weather. Where's that? 52B, 52A. There we go. All right, here's our daytime view, so we can get a little closer look at the stuff. Yeah, I think that somebody's. I think this is like a scaled up torso. Is this? I don't know whose torso that is. Is it a typical robot, or is that Liberty Prime part, like pieces of Liberty Prime? I'm not sure. All right, let's go to level 3. Oh, maybe it's because it's unpowered. You're right. Let's try that. Let's see if. All right, we gotta first increase our build limit. I forgot about the power. Some people rig their stuff up to work correctly with power. It absolutely could be that. Manage, rig your build limits, increase 100. Let's go ahead and grab these generators that are over here that I turned off. Did you guys hear that sound effect? I think that came from his plot. That was a very appropriate sound effect for it. Alright, let's get this over here. Come on, sit. I want it to sit flat on the ground. Why won't you go on the ground? Surface snap off. There we go. Okay, well the sound was cool at first. Now it's starting to get a little grating. Yeah, there it goes. It just looped again. Hey, it's got some crazy sound emitter on it. Extra monitors. Yeah, I don't think power was it, but we'll try refreshing it just in case. Game hour to 23. Let's try refreshing it and see if the spotlights work better when there's power. I love that. Just the over-excessive spotlights. Hey, they're working. Yeah, it might have been that if it doesn't have power at first, it has to be refreshed. They do work. Cool. So yeah, he's got those rigged up as best he can probably with the plot code to handle power. Like obviously the beams of light were still on even though they were down, but yeah, this is awesome. Looks like some crazy dystopian sci-fi art. Oh, there's a projector on the top. This is just a fun plot. Like if you were gonna build like a Mechanist themed settlement, or what's the raider group in Mechanist in that quest line? I can't think of them. Like robotic raiders, or I think this would also be awesome if you were doing something like what is that? What's the group from the old DLC? They're in that you go to this other world space and it's like all these there's like all these TV screen guys. It's from is it Fallout 3 DLC, I think? Rust Devils, thank you. Yeah, it reminds me of like Rust Devils, or I'm trying to remember anybody know, what's the thing I'm thinking of, guys? It's like a Blue Mountain, is that what it is? Old World Blues, thank you. It's New Vegas, not FO3. Yeah, Old World Blues. Like this also giving me Old World Blues vibes. Yeah, the big MT. Yes. This would fit awesome in there too. All right, let's go to let's get this weather fixed. Let us go to. All right, so now I think we're on to recreational. So we've got from Reyna a 2x2. This is one of the ones I'm concerned about might not work because there was no BA2 or even individual meshes. Like some people didn't package their stuff up, they just include raw meshes, which is fine. But this one didn't have either, so I'm a little concerned it's not going to work, but we'll find out in a moment. So we need a recreational 2x2. We'll do it with the foundation. Let's not put it in the bushes. Let's give it a little bit better chance at being appreciated here. Alright, so we've got this one. We only got 2 left now. So we got Reyna's and Ruins. And Ruins is a 3x3. Big old fat mess hall. Okay. Alright, let's switch this one over. Choose building plan. Alright, we've got... There we go. Military Radio Training Classroom, Irena. Alright. Oh, I'm guessing this save must have power poles turned off, because I'm seeing none of them are getting their power poles spawned. So, guessing this person, whoever... I think I got this from Too Large, probably. Decided didn't like power poles, which is fine. That is why we put those options in. Oh, we got all sorts of crazy markers coming in. Those might be WPM markers, so it might be after we exit. After we exit workshop mode, they'll all disappear. Find out in a moment. And we're going to set this to... Yep, there you go. WPM markers disappearing. Let's set the game hour to 10. And if we get some crazy spotlight action like the other one, we'll switch it back. But yeah, this looks like if it could be the structure's missing, or it could be that the structure is going to appear at the end, like if there was no building stages, like we saw with Blade Killers. Totally fine, easy to resolve. And I think when we were leading up to the jam, it was like, don't get hung up on all those little bells and whistles and stuff, because 90% of people don't see your building plans until they're constructed. They build the plot, leave their settlement, come back and see it, or use a city plan, and then it's going to jump right to the level. So, you know, it wasn't worth people not entering over something silly like getting the building stages up and running. The building stages are nice, and they make it feel more complete, but they're definitely not necessary for people to enjoy a new building plan. Yeah, Yagi, that feature is super nice. I can't remember where that came from. Like, if somebody suggested that to me, or if I came up with that just from... Like, I feel like quality of life stuff became way more important to me once I started playing the mod every week. Like, before I started doing these weekly streams, like, QOL stuff tended to be pretty low on my priority list, because it was just like, well, I'd rather fix bugs, and, like, you guys have ways to do these things, that maybe it's not efficient, but then after playing over and over again, like, and I start getting irritated by things, I'm like, all right, we're gonna put in a solution to this in the next patch. But yeah, this now it's taking so long, I'm concerned that it's stuck because it can't find the building model. So this might be an issue of, I don't know if it's an issue, or like maybe Raina didn't know how to package it, didn't get to that point, or maybe it's been a mistake, but it does not seem like it's going to spawn a thing. We'll give it another minute. I'll build the 3x3, and we'll start building ruins while we wait for that. Maybe it'll get unstuck. But I think that this is just missing its models. So, well, that's not too bad. If only 1 out of the 10 submissions had a problem, that's pretty great. It's pretty great. Alright, well, I guess we don't need this, because I think we have construction costs off. Get rid of you. And looks like some of this was built manually. Alright, let's see if we can... Are you not going to snap for me now? See how close we got that. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad for eyeballing it. Oh, we went under. Okay, kind of bad for eyeballing. There we go. A lot worse than I thought. Alright, a little step up is fine. Oh, we can do better than that. Come on. Down, nope. We want the whole plot. Down lower. Has any of you guys who've been playing SS2 for a while, have any of you tried to go back to SS1? Like, I know, I'm sure some of you did in the very early days when SS2 was first out, because SS2 when it first came out had some like fundamental flaws, but like now, I'd just be curious to know how miserable it is to go to SS1 after all the quality of life stuff we've added. Like, I was just thinking about the like picking up the plot and having it actually move the frame or the foundation with it. Like, that was not in SS1. You had everything would just disappear whenever you picked up the plot. Okay, so Ruined looks like it's got the building stages in. Cool. So we can actually see this thing build over time. With the framework. I always love that. It's nice. It's actually a lot of extra work, but really feels good. Right, yeah, that one definitely seems stuck. So maybe it was Reyna's that somebody was telling me about, and I for some reason thought it was Merms that they were talking about. Well, Thompson, any news on EEE expansions for Skyrim? So I mean, we have another minor patch queued up that'll probably come out next month because it takes a little while for Bethesda to approve updates to it, but we have it in testing right now. It seems to be going well. As far as like quest expansions, like we have a number internally, like if we hit a certain number of sales, then we'll do like a big update to it to add more quest stuff, but otherwise it's largely complete as is. Like the stuff we do for Skyrim is going to be designed to be feature complete out of the box. We don't want to we can't really have multiple forever projects going on because it would just burn us out. Like SS2 is our forever project right now. Like this is whenever we have spare time, we're adding more stuff to this. Like if we did that for every single project, it would just eventually get to a point where we just never had any time to do anything to make the company work, right? Because like the East Empire thing is our starting of our attempt to have our own game studio where some of the folks involved are actually making a living off of it. So if we want that to work and we want to get to a point where it can sustain a full team, it wouldn't make any sense for us to do those. But we do have a number internally where like if we hit this many downloads, we'll have made such a huge profit that, you know, let's celebrate with a big update. And we already have ideas for it. Like we know what we would do if we decided to update it, but we're gonna wait. It would be a while based on the pace of sales and stuff. So, you know, maybe a 2025 thing or something. We'll see. We love the characters that we've created for it already. I've joked about that between that creation and the next one that we're working on, we're slowly building up a collection of characters that we could get into another SS2 situation where we've got, you know, like our collection of companion-like characters that we ended up with at HQ. Like we're slowly getting toward that with our Skyrim stuff. So it's really fun. It's really fun to work in Skyrim too. But we have to do it a little bit differently since we're not trying to feature creep ourselves forever. Like SS2, I love just throwing everything in here. Every idea I have for Fallout 4, I'm like, how do we get that into some settlements? Okay, so here's we said it was a mess hall, right? It's really well designed so far. Let's double check this. Yep, mess hall, level 1. Open air mess hall, very appropriate for this beautiful coastline. This feels like a mess hall you'd see at a like a resort. Just to the lowest, the -1-star resort. Or this is the post-apocalyptic resort. This is like what's left after the bombs dropped. This is what's left of it. All right, let's go to level 2. Uh-oh, where's my mouse? There it is. Mr. Salmon, yes, but I start to miss the NPCs too much. Oh, you have tried to go back. Yeah, it's
I knew you'd help us.
Then I really love that part of things. Not just and I like not just the NPCs like Jake and company. Like that's nice. But oh, Mel's Mess Hall. I dig it. It's like Mel's Diner. Very cool. I miss all of the like named NPCs that show up either from your settlement evolving or from the Ron recruitment. It's nice. It's interesting that Ruin did some WPM markers.
You hear what happened to that Abernathy girl? Shot down by raiders.
Sad, very sad. I think that line we need to remove from our pool of soldier lines. It says it feels too specific. So we have a set of settler dialogue lines that they'll start speaking when you turn a place into an outpost that we pulled from vanilla files, and that one stands out as like it's very specific. So I always recognize it. It's like our version of arrow in the knee. All right, got a nice mess hall. Got some booths. Let's go to level 3. Sonicfell never played SS1, so I wanted to try it in Conqueror last year, start a new save with SS1, but couldn't do it. Too many good things in SS2. Yeah, it's tough to go back. That's why I'm really excited to hopefully get Conqueror ported over and finish the story in it, because I love the story. It feels totally different than what we did in SS2. Like the writing style, Super Evil's writing style is very, very different. Obviously the tone is very different. The pace is much faster, which felt nice with. Like, it felt raidery. Like, it felt like, raiders aren't going to spend as much time thinking things through. So, everything being faster felt correct. Alright, I don't know. It felt like level 3 was stuck there, so I'm just refreshing it. Agricultural plots are pain in Conqueror. Yeah, the Conqueror system... it was one of those ones that felt really good on paper, and like mathematically it all added up when I did it on spreadsheets, but in practice the Conqueror war mechanics were very cumbersome. It was very hard to balance everything out. It wasn't intuitive. It felt kind of out of your control, which is why we greatly simplified it for SS2, like, and focused and switched it over to more just managing your soldiers and trying to get enough defense everywhere and enough people patrolling stuff. Like, that's enough work without all that other stuff. The one thing I do miss from our Conqueror implementation is the HUD. I was really proud of that little HUD we had at the bottom of the screen. I could bring it back, but most of that information is not very useful anymore.
We won't forget.
Okay, so this looks like the final build looks pretty similar to level 2, unless I think maybe did this booth get added? Maybe a little more smoke off the stove.
After what you did, you'll always be welcome here.
I would say the only thing that this is lacking in is doesn't really hit the theme of making technology work for you, I guess, unless you count the stove. But otherwise, nice looking building plan. Always glad to have more stuff from Ruined. Let's see, did this go to level 3? No, I think this is still level 2. Yeah, this is still level 2. Let me unlock level again. I say it looks way too similar to what we already saw before. That's not like Ruin. He usually his levels are usually pretty pronounced. Yeah, still level 2. Okay, good. Ruin's watching. All right. I didn't know if you were still with us. Bring back Toilet King. Oh man, the Toilet King he ended up way more prominent. Oh yeah, look at that. We got some neon up there. Toilet King ended up way more prominent in the story. So we actually went back and we have some backfill content for that for Conqueror. Oh, here it is. Here's the technology. Anyway, going back to Toilet King stuff, he ended up in so many of the quests that we rewrote his introduction for the SS2 implementation that we're planning, and there's like a bunch of optional Radiant quests you can do for him and his people, because we just needed it to feel more like a real faction and not just a silly joke. Because if you keep coming back to the joke character over and over again, it's not going to be funny anymore. It's going to be like, why is this guy such a core piece of the plot? So we had to go back and flesh him out more. He's still humorous, still a very funny character, but now he's a more there's some more grounding to his gang, I guess. All right, here's all the technology. Now we've got a robot serving us. Well, we did until it went out of order. Oh, that nice touch that it's a machine, so it always serves the exact same food. It's got to assembly line it. Everybody's got to eat steak and eggs. Is that what that is? I mean, I'm okay with that, if that's what the robot wants to serve me. I accept that as my fate, if that's got to be my robot breakfast every day. So now instead of it looking like the smoke's coming out of the chimney, now it's the place is on fire from the from the broken machinery. I like it. All right, I think that is all we get to see. I think Reyna's is missing the structure. So Reyna, if you watch this, or maybe somebody's already told Reyna, but you should update to get those in there, even if it's too late for the entry. I'm sure people would love to see what you did. You can still update your add-on out there. Cool. Thanks for everybody for joining me to check these out. Juju, I caught the bit about the medical terminal. Sent you a DM about it. Okay, cool. Me 47. What are the Toilet King's scepter, crown, and rich apple? Rich apple. Don't know what that is. Is that you whooshed me? What was his crown? I know we had him in a bathrobe. I think we made a crown for him that never got released. That's made of like golden spoons and forks. Or did that get released? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've worked with all the assets. I haven't even started digging into that stuff yet. Mostly we've been just fleshing out all the scripts because I told everybody like, well, there's no way we're porting that unless we finish the story. I don't want another group of people to experience that story and then it just dead ends, like unsatisfactorily. I don't know which way you'd say that. Oldest one wiki appears to be partly broken and returning errors. Can you send me a link that's broken? Just DM it to me on the forums and I'll take a look at it maybe next week. I'm not going to have time this week because I got a boatload of stuff I got to do on vacation. I like my PowerPoint presentation. But alright guys, this is we're about a full hour longer than I intended on going, so I'm gonna take off now. Thank you guys for joining me. It was cool to see all these building plans. Mad props to everybody who entered the contest. Keep an eye out for the news vid on the 28th, which will have voting stuff in it, so you guys can start voting for these. And I will, after the VOD goes live, I will update the description with all of the links to these if you did not find them. So alright guys, take care, and I'll catch you. I won't be streaming next week, but the week after I should be. Next week I will still be in Florida.